Hey everyone. So we are moving into a full moon in Sagittarius, and right now we're in moon in Scorpio. And so for all of you who may be having big feelings, these big revelations, big downloads, big everything, welcome to the world of Scorpio. I know because that is my sun sign, and we're very intense critters, if you will. So I wanted to jump in here to say hello quickly, do a tarot reading for everybody, and let you know that I'm going to be a little bit MIA the next couple of weeks. For those who follow me regularly, you guys know that I am also in a PhD program, and I have an intensive this summer that I actually wrote myself. Because it's going to roll into my dissertation. And sometimes I ask myself, like, what did I get myself into? But I know I'm doing it because it's something that I love, and it's something that it's a goal in my life that I'm moving towards, which is to have my PhD, so that one of the other things that I want to do in my future is be a professor. And so with that said, the next couple of weeks are really intense. I have 2 papers that I need to get out before I go back to the United States for a hot minute to see my oncologist and my surgeon. For those who have been following me for a minute, know that I'm also a cancer survivor. I was diagnosed with breast cancer back in November. And now I'm in post-op, thankfully, cancer-free, but this is my routine checkup, and so I need to go back to Seattle and handle business. And so the next couple of weeks are very busy for me, so if I'm scarce, I apologize, but you can reach out to me through my email, through DMs, and if you need anything, please let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to get back quickly to answer you, and I apologize in advance. So without further ado, what are we looking at here? I wanted to do kind of a deeper in-depth. I know for myself this week it's been a little bit of an intense week, aside the fact that I have school, but I've also been having a lot of really deep revelations, a lot of old stuff that has come up for me. Also, I know, joyful, I've got all these different things. I also have complex PTSD that I live with, and so sometimes these triggers come up for me, and it's something that I'm constantly working with and constantly being aware of, what is triggering me, and is it something that is within myself that's creating the trigger? Because it is an outside source that's creating it, but is it my problem, or is it somebody else's problem? So for me this week, something that came up that I thought was really interesting, and it goes back into this moon in Scorpio, right? We dig into these feelings, and as we're moving into the full moon, what are we releasing, right? So the timing of it is actually really perfect. And so I live in the barrio with a family. And culturally here, people just call to each other. It's really no big deal. Huge families. And it's normal. And for me, growing up, that's not normal. I was raised pretty much like an only child in a really dysfunctional family. And for those with Chinese heritage, you can probably pick up some of the dysfunction that I'm talking about. But for me in particular, having a woman's voice yelling early in the morning, here it's calling, right? But my nervous system can't differentiate. To me, it's yelling. And so for me, yelling early in the morning with a woman's voice meant I was going to have the shit beat out of me, basically, by my mother. So I woke up the other day because, there's the calling. And I was just like, why on earth am I so triggered right now? Why do I feel like I'm in fight and flight? Why do I feel like I need to pack my things and run? And then it dawns on me, this is old. This is my old stuff. This is not my story anymore. I don't talk to my biological mother anymore for these reasons, for my own safety, for my own healing. And the family here is amazing. They're beautiful. Like, I get to hear them pray together every Saturday. There's children running around, playing. Like, I love this place. I love the people here. And I'm realizing, like, wow, this is me. This is something that I need to work through. But also, on a really cool note, is that I was like, wow, this is some cognitive behavioral therapy too. You know, like, this is going to help me do some desensitization, right? Like, it's going to help me desensitize myself to these sounds so that my nervous system can learn a new pathway. My nervous system can heal and understand that I'm not in danger. I'm safe. I'm totally and completely safe in an environment full of love, and it's fine. So, for whatever it's worth, to whoever this reaches, if this resonates for you, sit with that. And sit with that really with this, full moon in Sagittarius, because Sagittarius embodies that truth within ourselves, and it embodies that action. And as we move through from Scorpio to Sag, how do we dig out that shadow piece of us? Take a good look at it and go, okay, I can heal through this now. It might take me some time. You know what? That's right. If a spiritualist ever tells you there's only one way to heal, there's only one way to do something, there's only one way to read cards, there's only one way to do this or that, they're full of bullshit. I'm going to tell you that right now. There is no one way for anything, for any of us. We all find our own way, and that is totally okay. And that actually reminds me, I will be producing a Spotify with a dear friend of mine who actually had a revelation during my cord cutting workshop. And it's really beautiful. And so I've invited her onto Spotify so that we can talk about how she found her way through to use a tool that I had created but made it her own. And so that's what I'm going to tell. That's what I tell my clients, and that's what I'm going to tell you. Like, you will find your own. I'm more than happy to guide you. And just know, like, this is about you. It's not about me. You know what I mean? If you're working with me, it's about you. It's about how you're going to find a way. My job is to be here for you. My job is to create a safe space for you. So I hope that you find this to be a safe space in whatever you find and whatever you learn. And let's shuffle up the cards of what do we have here in this current time, which is the moon in Scorpio. What's coming out? What's the shadow? What's the shadow that we need to actually take a look at? Okay. Good stuff. So I'm going to start with the bottom cards here. Some people call them shadow cards. I don't. But what I do feel about the bottom cards is it's looking at another angle. So what's interesting here is for folks is this is two different things. So from a collective standpoint, the six, there we go. The Six of Swords is going to remind us that this is a journey. We're going to lose a few feathers along the way. And it's really interesting. There's another deck that I gave away to a fledgling witch. And with this, the deck being Enchanted Tarot, it's something that I loved in the book that I read. And this was years and years and years ago because I started reading Tarot when I was like 14. Is if you can change your mind, you can change your world. For your world is greatly affected by your state of mind. So the Six of Swords has always been one of my favorite cards because that reminder that my mindset is very important. And if I can sit with myself and just breathe through whatever is happening, I can change anything in my present. So, whatever is challenging you right now, sit with it and know that it's okay. And know that your grief is okay. You know what I mean? Like your anger is okay. And as many of us also know, the real name for anger is grief. So allow yourself that. Allow yourself those feelings. And the reason for that is the Three of Pentacles covered this. So with that is like there's going to be joy all the way around. If you remember to like sit and breathe and know this too shall pass. Everything is going to roll out and there's going to be plenty for everybody. The Nine of Cups. I'm still learning the angles on this camera, so forgive me. I'm not used to doing videos, so also forgive me. I'm still working through my own front-facing shyness, but here I am, challenging myself. So the Nine of Cups is we have a lot of feelings, but all of our feelings are all these choices. We have so many choices here, so many. Whatever is coming karmically, these decisions are going to be made amongst these choices. So if you've laid out, let me go this way. Just please laugh at me. I'm ridiculous. And those who know me personally know that I'm totally ridiculous. The rest of you who are new to dealing with me, like, you'll learn, like, this is just my humor, and you'll get along with it. So just take me lightly. Here we go. Some karma is going to come around for you. And karma doesn't always have to be bad, right? So karma can also be a return of things. So if you've done, like, a return to sender, or you've called back your power, just know that energy exchange is going to come through. And for those who've been doing a lot of work, like you have a lot of options, and some decisions are going to be made. So this is all really good stuff, and you have the messenger coming. So be prepared for some news. Some news is coming, whether it be downloads or in your email, a phone call, like something is coming your way. And what else have we got here? Yes, again, decisions. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Make a decision. Make a decision. Whatever that calling is, you're going to have to make a clean choice one way or the other. Pull a couple more cards here for us. And move on to the next. Oh, this is beautiful. I love this. So the King of Wands, good Lord, I can't get my angles right today. The King of Wands is that lion, is that fire energy, but it's regal, which is kind of like the Sagittarius full moon coming in front of us, right? So this energy is that calm, steady action. The calm, steady action with the Ten of Cups. So I almost said Pentacles. Ten of Cups. Pentacles came out last time along with the Ten of Cups, so that's where my brain went. But Ten of Cups. This is amazing and beautiful for us as a collective. I think we're all working towards this. We're all working towards this level of happiness and this level of joy and family and achievement and success. So, you know, that also brings up the 3 for me. Good things are coming. It's just a matter of patience and some decision making. So what have we got then? I'm rolling in, you know, the moon in Scorpio right now, and into, I'm going to pull a few more specifically for, whoa, all the cards are jumping out. Full moon in Sagittarius. When the cards jump in packs like this, I don't normally read them just because they're really confusing, and it's pretty much me being a klutz because I try to be a swan. But sometimes the floor and door frames and stuff just appear out of nowhere. If sometimes jumpers happen, like 1 to 3 jumpers, I'll totally read it. But like chunks, no. It's a little bit overwhelming, and they're really confusing, to be honest with you. All right, so full moon for the collective. What's a little guidance? Oh, wow. I can almost stop there. Yeah, I could pretty much stop there. This is gorgeous. There we go. Set my angles right. The world, 10 of Pentacles. So full moon is going to be great. Right now I think a lot of people are working really hard. And I work on a moon cycle, so, it's like maiden moon to full moon, I do my work. From crone moon on, I do my rest and my reflection, right? So, and then I work within, wherever things are happening astrologically, I kind of plug myself into where it feels intuitively right. With the world and the 10 of Pentacles being such a great combination to come out for the collective, whatever work you've been working towards, even if it hasn't shown up yet, just rest. Just rest in knowing that it's coming. And for those who are still emerging in this, also rest. I want you to take the next couple of weeks to just kind of chill. And not to say stop everything, like handle your daily life, but just know that we need that space to just breathe. And I know you guys hear that from me. Please rest, please breathe. Stress impacts us in lots of physical, horrible ways. It also blocks our blessings. So right now, I'm going to call this for myself too. I just need to get out of my own way. So I'm going to give that advice to the rest of you. Just, you can get out of your own way right now and just go sit down, have a cup of tea, breathe it through that you are kicking ass and taking names. And you are empowered, and you are amazing, and you are beautiful, and you are divinely protected. I'm really, really happy to see the world and the 10 of Pentacles come out. For this full moon in Sagittarius, it tells me that we have a lot of success happening in our little community, and I'm really, really happy about that for all of us. All right, my loves, so I need to jump off. I have a lot of research I need to do, so I'm sorry that I'm going to be scarce the next couple of weeks, but I will be tuning into you a couple of weeks from now after my appointment and from the beautiful world of Mexico. And I will look forward to pulling some cards and talking to you from there. Lots of love. See ya.